Good morning, guys. Starting the vlog with my usual face. I would say I've just woken up, but I've never just woken up. I've got a child. Can't you hear him? Ooh. Good morning, Teddy. Who's in the screen up there? Is that you? Is it you? Is it up there? And then there's Bear. Everyone's a bit, well, I would say everyone's a bit sleepy. You're not sleepy. Ross is upstairs having a shower, and then I am going to go and wash my hair once he has freed me from this child. Right, I'm just getting Teddy's food sorted out. Yeah, I thought that now would be a good opportunity to do Teddy's first food after his first nap, because he's usually in a good mood, and he's woken up after just a 40-minute nap and he's not in a good mood. But we'll just give it a go anyway. He's just having some porridge for his first ever food. I just kind of want to just ease him in and make sure that he's gonna like swallow okay and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just waiting. I've just boiled the water. I'm just waiting for it to cool down a bit before I mix it in. I ordered Teddy a bamboo bowl and plate yesterday, and it's just come inside.
What are you?
Very excited about it, or not happy, don't know which. It's not like the expensive make that everyone gets. I found a cheaper make, but it looked just as good online, so we will see. I'm really impressed with the suction on the plate and the bowl. When you push them down, honestly, there is no way he's getting off. Probably speak too soon, is that the phrase? But yeah, I can't pull that off. I can only pull it off by the little lever thing, so let's hope he doesn't find that. But yeah, I'd really recommend these bowls and plates. Food. Are you gonna have some food today? Are you?
How much do you reckon I should put in?
Oh, look at him. He's excited.
Take it then.
Stop taking photos because you just look at me. Swallow it, Teddy. Is it nice? Not really swallowing it, is it? He's just sitting there.
Just in his mouth. Oh, I'm sorry.
What's all that?
Yum 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 yum.
It's alright. So I don't think he was the biggest fan of his first food, but are they ever? I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm going to do some carrot for later on. So I've just blended some carrot. This machine is really handy. I don't know how long we'll be doing purees for, so don't know. But I guess I still want to blend some things for a while. So yeah, that's the Tommy Tippy steamer blender, and we've just made some little bits of carrot, which you're probably going to get a stroppy about, aren't you? Look at that face. He's going to go to bed now for a bit. Just put Teddy down for his nap. He's asleep. And just quickly curled my hair as well. And now I'm going to make myself some lunch. I'm just going to have an egg mayonnaise sandwich. I don't know. Just very exciting news for you, isn't it? I don't think it helped Teddy's first food that actually he had that short nap this morning. I've got hairs all over my face. My hair is still falling out all the time. Yeah, I don't think it helped that he had a short nap and was actually pretty grumpy because of it. I don't think that helped matters with his mood for eating. but I will see how he gets on with the carrot. I think I'm going to do it when he wakes up. And it kind of depends what time he wakes up, because we're going to go to watch Ross play cricket this afternoon, and I'm suddenly realising how much time all of this is going to take. That I need to, when he wakes up, I need to feed him, like I need to feed him, and then I need to try the carrot, and then I need to get him dressed and ready to go to the cricket. What a juggling act life is as a parent. Baby's awake. My baby is heavy. Right, he's gonna have some milk from me, Obs, and then some carrot. Well, he's probably not, is he? Let's face it. But I'm gonna heat his carrot up now so that it can cool down while he has his milk. And we need to do it all quick. We need to get dressed and go to the cricket today. Yes, we do. We need to, and Bear's getting fed up because he wants to go out. Just better film this just in case it goes well, but can't see that happening. What's this? Who's that? You do it. Is it that horrible food stuff again? Eee, it's on your finger. It's on your finger. You do it then. Bear's come to see what you're doing. No, have this one today. No. Face. You really got that spoon, haven't you? Yeah. Yeah. Trick chair's got food on it. Well, he seems happy. I don't know how much he's eating, but he's a lot happier than this morning. That's enough weaning for today, I think. I'm gonna get these boys in the car and get to the cricket. Good morning, guys. Okay, so I know that the last bit of the vlog was me rushing off to cricket, but basically that was it. I rushed off to cricket. Tried to get Teddy to have a nap at cricket, he wouldn't, so he ended up being awake for far too long. And then I decided to bring him home. Obviously he fell asleep in the car for like 10 minutes, and then we just cracked on with bedtime routine at the normal time, which actually went fine, and he slept fine, so it wasn't that big of a problem. But I don't know, it was just lots of rushing around and then nothing. So that was the end of Saturday. It's a few days later now, and first things to report is weaning is kind of not happening. I haven't given up, I've tried every single day, but he just cries. As soon as, I mean, he's alright when you put him in his high chair, but then as soon as he knows food's coming, he's not happy, bless him. And he used to just happily put a spoon in his mouth, and now he won't even put a spoon in his mouth. I think I'm just gonna have to change tactics, because I always wanted to do baby-led weaning, but I just thought it would be the right thing to do, to give him a few tastes of purees first of all. But I don't think it's working out for him. A couple of days ago I had a sandwich and I was holding him in the same, like I had him in this arm and the sandwich was here, and he was like this, trying to shove it in his face. So I gave him the crust and he was like all over sucking on that. So I just think he might be, and I just analyse him and I assume things all the time and then they don't work out, but I think maybe he will get on better with just completely baby-led weaning. I think a selfish bit of me thought that if I gave him some purees, then at least he was getting some food, and that was a good thing. But he's not getting any food. Literally the mouth is clamped shut, so there's no point keeping on with the purees. And yeah, we're just going to try some finger foods, although I need the food shop to be done. I did a food shop yesterday. Sorry, I was just being nosy at my neighbours, which is just basically my life. My neighbour's got a top from Jules on that says "Mummy Cool." I saw it when it was in the shops at the time and I thought it was really cool. Just being nosy. Anyway, I've done a food shop. It's on click and collect, which was a free slot, so I went for that in Tesco. So I don't pick that up until this evening, so we won't start properly. Well, I'm not giving up these next couple of days. I'm just going to try with what I've got. Like I'll try some puree still, and I'm going to have some toast when he wakes up, which is a whole other story. And I'm just going to give him the crust and see if he wants to just munch on that for a little bit. So it'll be next week's vlog where we start like trying baby led weaning and see how he gets on with that. I found What Mummy Makes on Instagram and literally fell into an absolute Instagram hole. I saved so many of her recipes to my like saved bits on Instagram, and I'm basically, although I've got my books that I showed you guys before, how nosing at other neighbours. That woman is so grumpy. Oh my god, she looks like she just hates life, and she's just always shouting at her kids at stupid hours on the streets. Anyway, yes, so I showed you my Young Gums book and my Riverside Cottage book, which I'm still obsessed with, but I think I'll use those once we've kind of got into eating a little bit better. But yeah, have a look at What Mummy Makes on Instagram if you're into weaning, because it's so easy to follow. I'm just going to use some of her recipes to start with, and I'll talk more about this next week, but I'm basically just making them for me because I really like them, and it's given me so much inspiration for my dinners and Ross's dinners, some of them. So I'm just gonna make them for me, or for me and Ross, and he's just gonna have a little bit to play with and eat if he can, so that'll be next week. Sleep. I have no idea what's going on this morning. So he's really grumpy in the mornings generally, like he always gets really grumpy. I think I've said he gets really grumpy before his first nap. And I don't know if part of it is I don't actually know what time he's waking up, because like he wakes up before me and then I have no idea, like because he doesn't cry when he wakes up, he's silent when he wakes up, so I have no idea what's happened most of the time. This morning, is he waking up now? I don't know. This morning he was definitely rolling around at like 6:20 and he was getting a bit upset because I think he was uncomfortable. What a funny time though. I was like, I don't know what to do. I really need a wee, hang on. So I'm back. Where was I? So yeah, 6:20, but I didn't know how long he'd been awake, and I left him to see if he'd go back to sleep, and he kind of looked like he would settle again, but then he was stirring and like not very happy. So I was like, right, I'll get him up. And I went to get him up and he's just in such a foul mood. He was just crying and he looked so tired, bless him. So I was like, I mean, I know there's no rules, but I have been playing by the rules, and I broke them this morning because it was like just before 7 and I just fed him and thought I'd put him back in his cot because he just didn't seem like he wanted to be awake. So he's had his morning feed and he's gone straight back to sleep. So he next in the story of the neighbours, the guy over the road's got a really bad OCD and he just really struggled to walk away from his front door. It's fun, isn't it, the maternity life. Where was I? What was I saying? So yeah, it was like I fed him just before 7, put him back down in his cot at like 7:10, and he went to sleep in like 10 minutes. And he's still asleep. It's now 8:25, so he's been asleep for about an hour or so. I have no idea. This is completely off routine, like completely not what we've done before with him ever. But I don't know, this is going to drive me mad all day now, but he wouldn't have gone to sleep if he didn't need the sleep. That's what I keep reminding myself. I don't know what to do with this baby. So yeah, I have no idea what we're going to end up doing today. We've got Bear. Probably can't tell, but he's here. We need to walk him. And I know I said this in last week's vlog, I cannot wait, or did I say this in last week's vlog, I can't wait to have my bedroom back. He's still in our room, because now, look at me, he's asleep, I could be having a shower, getting myself dressed, but he's in my room with my ensuite with my shower. But by the end of next week he will be in his own bedroom because the blind will have arrived, and oh, I can't wait, because yeah, I'm just like, I can't really do anything and I'm not going to go back to bed. So yeah, I'm just basically sitting around waiting for him to wake up and wondering what the hell today is going to hold. I've decided to go upstairs and moisturise my feet. Is that not the weirdest thing? Well, no, it's not the weirdest thing, but just the fact that I've specifically come up to do that. I listened to, I've always loved the Happy Mum, Happy Baby podcast, Giovanna Fletcher's, and I listened to Chris and Rosie Ramsey's, and she really made me laugh because she was like, since I've been a mum, I've got really dry feet. And I was like, I've got really dry feet. And I was going to show you a couple of bits. These were sent to me, so these are gifted. The magnetone, what do you call these things? Like, you turn it on, and it's a little thing that like scrapes all the skin off your feet, and all the, like, a load of Palmer's stuff. So they sent me their coconut water foot cream, loads of little bits and bobs. It's not all in this room, so I can't show you it all. No, I've just got this one, but it's really, really good. I need to do it like every single day though. The boy is awake, and well, although you dropped it because you've seen the camera, I was going to say only happy when he's got my, oh yeah, look, he's looking for it, hang on. As I say, he's only been happy since he's had this hairband of mine, you know, these little, what are they called, little plastic twirly ones. Only happy with that in his mouth. I don't know what, it's 9 o'clock, well no it's not, he woke up at 9 o'clock. So now I've just got no idea. So I don't think you really need your feed just yet, do you? We're going to go and try and have some toast, I think. And then we'll take Bear for a walk. Yes, we will. Whisper it because he can hear you and he knows the W word. So I've just given my little buddy some toast crusts for breakfast, which he absolutely loved. I think we have got an exclusive baby-led wiener on our hands. You are ready for the real stuff, aren't you, mate? Are you ready for the real stuff? Yeah? You were so much happier. Literally no tears at all. So, look at him, he's mad. You're in a mad moment. Should we take the dog for a walk? We need to take these two out for their morning walk at 9:30, which is normally like before 8 o'clock. I should have filmed him with his toast really, but I think I was just so like caught up in the moment that he was actually enjoying something, because honestly, the shots, the clips that I put in earlier of him on his first day of weaning, that has been exactly the same, no matter what we gave him, or like, he's just cried every time. So that was the happiest he's been, bless him, and it's just made me really happy. So I was caught up in the moment, which is a good thing. Kind of wish I had it on camera, but I'll film him again later at some point. I don't actually know what I'm gonna feed him though for his next meal, because the food shop isn't ready until 6 o'clock. I haven't actually done a click and collect for a while now, but I just found, because I wanted to be a bit more adventurous with my cooking. Oh god, I can't vlog in a field with dog walkers coming at me, hang on. Are you laughing? Were you laughing at Bear? He just really laughed at Bear. What was I saying? Anyway, yeah, sorry, I got embarrassed because I couldn't walk past two other people and just be talking to myself in the middle of a field. I haven't done a click and collect shopping for ages, and I actually quite like taking Teddy food shopping now. I was like so against it to start with because I was like, he's going to have a meltdown, he needs to go to sleep, blah blah blah. But he actually loves going to the supermarket, he's so nosy. But because I'm trying to be a bit more adventurous, I bought lots of things I wouldn't normally buy, and I just couldn't really be bothered to trawl the shelves looking for things when it might have been easier online, and there was a freebie slot for click and collect, so I just went with that. Anyway, my point after all that waffle is I don't have anything for him to have for lunch because the food shop isn't until 6 o'clock, and I wasn't really like prepared for this baby-led thing to be a hit just yet. So, oh god, I'm not prepared. What am I going to give you for your food today? But I'm really looking forward to when the food does come and we get all adventurous with our What Mummy Makes recipes. The camera battery is flashing at me, but before it goes, oh my god, this boy is so much happier after that sleep he had this morning, and it's just made me question everything. Like, what if he does have a shorter wake window in the morning to what he has for the rest of the day? I don't know. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Like, does your baby have a nap not long after they've woken up but then can stay awake longer in the day? Does that make sense? Like, does that make sense? I think that makes sense. yeah. Trying to see what's going on. And my other thoughts for this morning's dog walk is feeling so anxious. I think I've talked about this. Feeling so anxious about the prospect of going back to work. Like, without getting so deep, I did not beat stage 4 cancer to sit behind a desk. And I've definitely talked about this before, haven't I? I talked about this last week. I won't bang on again, but basically this is my life, and I don't want anyone to take my life away from me. My life is looking after him, coming out for a nice little walk in the morning. Oh, we've got more dog walkers coming. I need to finish up this. Like, this is what I want to do. I don't want to rush around and offload him in the morning and not be able to do all of his meals every day. Like, I want this. I won £130 on the lottery last night, which I'm not complaining about whatsoever, but it's not exactly the millions that I need, is it? Right, that's us home. I realised I forgot to actually feed this one before I left. I wasn't sure that he needed it, and he obviously didn't, but I'm going to feed him, have a shower, and then I don't know, because normally I'd then put him to bed, and he's not going to need to go to bed yet. Some pasta, like cheesy pasta with tomato for lunch, and it wasn't quite as much of a success as the toast seemed to be, but he was mildly interested, which is a good sign. It's better than we've seen before. And I just thought I would take the boys out for a walk around the block. Teddy seems a bit restless, so I don't know if you can hear him screeching. Go back home, and oh my god, it's so much hotter and stickier out there than it looks. Just sat this guy here with some of his toys to see if he'll pick something to play with. Look at that face. Look at that face. Have you got a smile for everybody yet? Are you gonna... No. Teddy's just gone for his nap, and I'm using the time to try and take a little photo to put on Instagram tonight. Actually, this weird day has worked out really well for us. So yeah, he slept like, what did I say? I did say earlier, didn't I? It was something like 7:15 till 9. And then about 11:30 till 1:15. And he went to sleep just before, I think it's about 3:10 he went to sleep. What's the time now? Hang on. 10 to 4 at the moment, so I don't know how long he'll sleep for, but it's actually worked out like better than what we were doing anyway. So I think, well, I don't know, every day is different, but I think what I might do is cut his morning wake window so he has like quite a short awake time after he wakes up in the morning. Just seem to think that might work for him, so we'll see, we'll see. I think, well, Teddy has just woken up. It's 4:30, which is quite a nice time for bedtime actually. But I'm a bit confused because he just really cried, and he doesn't really cry when he wakes up, but all of a sudden there was like a big cry. I think he's rolling around. I like to give him a few minutes because I just think if I had just woken up, I would not want my mum's face right in my face the second I woke up. So yeah, I give him a few minutes before I go and get him. And then, do you know what? I might push the boat out with a third dog, W-A-L-K, this afternoon. I normally only do 2 when I've got Bear and the baby together. But actually, I've got half an hour before Ross finishes work. I might get him out, I think. I don't know. I don't like rushing Teddy around, but he quite likes to be occupied, to be honest. So maybe. Let's go and get him up. Right. I didn't actually plan today to be a no makeup day, but that's definitely what it's turned out to be. Hello. Did you have a nice sleep? Did you cry? Did you get upset when you woke up? What happened? Why were you sad? Hello, that's a nice smile. I took him out for the walk. I've picked up the shopping. This one is having his bath. Hello in the bath. And then we're going to put him to bed, and Ross is going to cinema, so I'm going to have a bath. That's the plan. Baby asleep. I am bathed, as you can tell, and it's time to make some dinner. I think I might have some spaghetti bolognese. I've got some that I made. It's in the freezer, but I could just microwave it. I think that's what I'll do. Look how fun this pasta is that I've got. I bought it for Teddy to have, well, we'll all have it, but I bought it with Teddy in mind because it's a bit, well, hopefully, I've seen it on What Mummy Makes, so I think it's a bit easier to pick up. So we will see, but it's my dinner tonight. I am painting my toenails bright pink because that makes you feel better, doesn't it? Not that I needed to feel better, but bright pink is a good strong toe colour. And I'm watching, what am I watching? Britain's Greatest National Treasures, which actually I was really interested in. It's going to give me ideas of places that I want to visit. And I'm having the best Magnum there is. This is the cookies and cream Magnum, and oh my god, it's amazing. Also, oh, I've been there. Have I been there? It's an arboretum. Looked a bit like Western Burt. Was I vlogging there? I think I was. Yes, because I couldn't say arboretum. Anyway, best way to eat a Magnum is to let it melt a little bit before. Definitely. Can you hear Bear snoring? Let me mute the telly. This dog has an epic snore. It's gone quieter now because I've started talking. That is the end of this week's vlog. Don't know why that was a song. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed our little start to weaning. There is proof that weaning is not simple. Not every baby takes to it like that, and I thought Teddy was going to be so much happier about it. I thought he was going to love his food like from the off, but it's going to take him a little bit of time, so that's fine. I don't know if I've got anything else to say for you this week other than thank you very much for watching. The usual spiel, my links are all below, and I'll be back next week. Please make sure you're subscribed. There's so many of you that watch these vlogs that aren't subscribed, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will love you very much forever and always, and I will see you next week.